Hey guys, today I want to talk about the difference between giving a compliment and gushing and why it makes a huge difference with men. I'm Jen from JenMichelleCoaching.com, and this is a question I get a lot from women on, just how to compliment a man, how to make him feel good, how to flirt, how to inspire more intimacy, more connection, more of making him feel like he has the ability to make us happy and really contribute to our lives in a powerful way. And this is exactly what we want to do to inspire that, right? Like really bring appreciation to everything he's doing that he doesn't have to do. And that looks like, saying thank you or I appreciate or I feel so good when, and we're really just letting him know that we like what he does. So an example would be if he runs an errand for you or picks something up and he didn't have to do it. And that looks like saying to him, I really appreciate that. I feel so loved or I feel so important right now. That saved me a ton of time. Thank you. Um, but then we want to avoid gushing, right? Like this is when it turns into a problem. Like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't have done that. Like, why did you do that? That is like the nicest thing. Like, can you believe that? I gotta go tell like Sarah, or, we'll make a really big deal out of it to try to like build him up because we're inside his head trying to think about what he may need to feel better or to step up more or whatever it may be. And instead, we want to just get right back in our own side of the road and say, you know what, like I'm just going to thank him from my heart. I'm not going to worry about what he's thinking. And we just do so authentically. We have the awareness to bring appreciation to the things that he's doing that he doesn't have to do, which nurtures, more cherishing, more love when we put our focus on all of that naturally and in a very authentic way. And we want to get out of his side of things, thinking about what he may need to hear or how often he may need to hear it. And we just want to keep it really clean and really authentic, right? Not make a big fuss, so to speak, because then he will feel uncomfortable and not be able to receive your thank you. That's when he'll kind of like deflect it back and say, oh, it was no big deal, like just stop, that kind of thing. And so there is a really big difference in the communication of gushing and just, being authentic and appreciative and being in our feminine energy and happy with what he has to give in that moment, right? Without thinking ahead about what need he may have buried underneath that. As we learn to just live in our own energy space and not worry about what he may be thinking on his side, we start to show up in a really authentic way that he can connect to because he feels that energy off of him. He feels that freedom to just be who he is. And when he feels that freedom to be who he is, and it's met with a woman who's authentically receptive to it, then this is the perfect formula to keep him moving closer and closer. And so if you've made the mistake, like many of us, and gush instead of just expressing gratitude, I invite you to shift this and always, always, always keep your focus on all the things he's doing that he doesn't have to do to nurture that connection, to nurture being cherished, being adored, feeling deeply loved. And don't nurture the cup of comparison or anything that leads to noticing more of what you don't want in a relationship, because this will truly change everything. So I hope that is helpful to you in your situation. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm at JenMichelleCoaching.com. I love your questions, comments, and feedback. Have a great day. Bye.